Emily missed Max every single day. His absence echoed in the quiet corners of her house. It had been a year since he passed, a year of her heart aching with each sunrise. She had loved him, her faithful companion with every fibre of her being. His memory, a bittersweet ache, lingered in her heart. One afternoon, Emily found herself drawn to the local animal shelter. She wasn't sure why. Maybe it was a subconscious yearning to fill the void. The familiar scents and sounds of barking tugged at her heartstrings. Tears welled up, blurring her vision. She wasn't ready, she thought, turning to leave. Then a soft whine stopped her in her tracks. In the last kennel, huddled in the corner, sat a small brown dog. His eyes, large and expressive, held a depth of sadness that mirrored her own. Emily's heart ached for him. He was just skin and bones, his ribs visible beneath his matted fur. Tentatively, she knelt before his kennel, extending a hand. The dog, hesitant at first, inched forward. He sniffed her hand, a low growl rumbling in his chest, then surprised her by licking her finger. It was tentative, unsure, but there was a spark of hope in his eyes. Emily knew in that instant that she couldn't leave him behind. "What's his name?" she asked the volunteer, her voice thick with emotion. "Cooper," the volunteer replied. "He's been here for a while. A good boy, just a little timid." Emily smiled, already feeling a connection. "Well, Cooper," she whispered, "let's get you out of here." The car ride home was quiet. Cooper trembled slightly, unsure of where he was going. Emily spoke to him softly, reassuring him, her hand resting gently on his head. When they arrived, he hesitated at the doorway, unsure of this new environment. Emily patiently coaxed him inside. The house, once filled with the joyful echoes of Max, now felt eerily quiet. Cooper cautiously explored each room, his tail tucked between his legs. He sniffed at Max's old bed, a low whine escaping his throat. Emily's heart ached for him. He was still grieving too. Days turned into weeks, and Cooper slowly began to settle in. He was still timid, but the spark in his eyes was returning. He would follow Emily around the house, his tail tentatively wagging. At night, he curled up at the foot of her bed, a comforting presence in the darkness. Section 4. Shared moments, growing bonds. With each passing day, Cooper's confidence grew. Walks in the park, once a source of anxiety, became adventures. He would chase squirrels, bark at birds, and roll in the grass with abandon. Emily found herself laughing, truly laughing, for the first time in a long time. They developed a routine, Emily and Cooper. Morning walks followed by breakfast, afternoons spent curled up on the couch, Emily reading while Cooper napped at her feet, evenings filled with games of fetch in the backyard. Through it all, their bond deepened, a shared language of love and understanding blossoming between them. Section 5. Unwavering loyalty. One evening, while walking home from the park, Emily tripped and fell. She cried out in pain, her ankle twisting beneath her. Cooper, usually so playful, immediately became protective. He stood guard over her, growling at anyone who came too close. When the paramedics arrived, he refused to leave her side. At the hospital, Emily learned she had sprained her ankle. As she lay in the hospital bed, feeling sorry for herself, a nurse entered with a surprise. It was Cooper, a red bandana tied jauntily around his neck. He had escaped the house and somehow tracked her scent to the hospital. Seeing him, her heart overflowing with love, Emily knew that their bond was something special. This wasn't just a pet, this was family. Section 6. A love that heals. The weeks that followed were a blur of doctor's appointments and physiotherapy. Through it all, Cooper was her constant companion. He never left her side, his presence a source of comfort and strength. He seemed to sense her pain, showering her with affection and gentle nudges. Emily realized that Cooper had not only healed her heart, but had also taught her the true meaning of unconditional love. He didn't care about her flaws or her past. All he cared about was being with her, his love pure and unwavering. Section 7. A bond unbreakable. Years passed, filled with countless walks, cozy evenings and shared moments of joy. Their bond, forged in love and loyalty, grew stronger with each passing day. Cooper, once a timid shelter dog, had blossomed into a confident, loving companion. And Emily, once lost in grief, had found her way back to happiness, led by the unwavering love of a dog. Their story was a testament to the extraordinary bond between humans and animals, a reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories are written on four legs.